Hi, this is Loaya again. This lecture is quite important and quite interesting and very easy. What we want to do here is really create the slideshow. So the slideshow is one composition, then another one, and then you create the sliding motion and something like this. Now, the first way to do it is to create the sequence by yourself coming and adjusting the layers and deciding where to do it. That is good, that's not bad, but we have worked systematically here and we have worked in a very professional way if you followed the course very well. So what we can do is to sequence them automatically. There is an option for that in After Effects. What I will do, I will delete all these layers. Then I decide I want to sequence them from slide 10 to slide 1, meaning I want slide 10 to be on top and slide 1 to be on bottom. So what I will do, I will choose slide 10, click on it, and then go press shift and choose slide 1. So I have now chosen from slide 10 to slide 1. When I drop them, it's exactly what's going to happen. Slide 10 will be on top and slide 1 will be on bottom. That's excellent. But then they are all, on top of each other. How do I sequence them? You can come and start moving them one by one. Don't do that, please. But now I want to sequence them from slide 1 to slide 10. Meaning, I want slide 1 to remain here in the beginning and slide 10 to be at the end. So I want slide 1 to be the first and slide 10 to be the last. So I will choose from 1 to 10. I will right click and go to Keyframe Assistant and select Sequence Layers. I'll click on it. Now, we have the options to overlap them. For now, I'm not going to overlap them to show you when you don't overlap what will happen. And you have the choice to make a smooth transition. Not sophisticated, but good enough. So in the first case, I'm going to put overlap to off. And of course, nothing on here. I click OK. Now notice exactly what happened. I have all the layers sequenced one after the other. Since we work very systematically and we know that each and every one of our composition is 5 seconds, and we worked the animations inside to be all 1 second and 1 second 15, but there is a problem. When you overlap that way, when you come to the end of the composition, of course, the slide 1 will finish in that case, for example, and slide 2 will start, so you get a blank. So this is cool, but not so cool. If you run a RAM preview, you notice I will get a blank, and then the next composition will start. So we don't want to get that blank, that black. So what are we going to do? We are going to choose all of them again, right click, and say Keyframe Assistant, Sequence Layers. Now we want to create an overlap. How much overlap should I give? How long the overlap should be? Well, if you look exactly at each one of our compositions here, if you press U to get all the keyframes, you notice they all end at 1 second. That was not a mistake. That was on purpose. I could have made them 15 frames, for example. So they all end to 1 second, and the adjustment layer for the scale ends at 1 second and 15 frames. And then I have nothing. So I can overlap them up to 2 or 3 seconds, and that will be okay. If I want the slide to be very fast, I will overlap them 3 seconds. If I want it to be, medium speed, then 3 seconds. Slow will be 4 or 4.2 or something like this. Fine. So we have this space. You can use that empty space here or empty time here to, for example, have a lower third or a message on the screen for the viewer to read it. Yes, 2-3 seconds to look at the message. So in conclusion, we can have up to 3 seconds. Let's go back to our sequence and take them all, choose them from 1 till 10. Please do not go Control A. It won't work. It will make some, funny stories with you, depending on which layer you are in. So I will choose from 1 to 10, right click, and go to Keyframe Assistant and Sequence Layer, and then I'm going to ask them to overlap them by 2 seconds. And here you are, they have now overlapped by 2 seconds and there is no black. Now it's a fast animation. It's a fast slide. You notice they're going to come pretty fast to each other. It's not bad. You can even make it faster by making 3 seconds the overlap. Cool. So this is how you do it, and this is how you overlap. Now what we are going to do is we are going to overlap it. So we're gonna keep it like this and go try adding some lower third or some text on each screen and see how we can send out a message. Thank you very much for listening. I hope this was useful. Always do use the keyframe assistant, sequence layers, and get to become a pro.